Hello, friends. It's Miss Latham again for Writing Time. And we are going to be reading a new book this week. And it's actually a really cool book. And there's a song that goes along with it. Later in the week, I will share that song with you while I'm reading the story. But on Mondays, you'll remember from last week with Molly Lou Mellon that Miss Latham did not show you the pictures in the story on the first day. And the reason that I do that is because Miss Latham likes to do this skill called visualizing. So when you get older and you start reading really big chapter books, those chapter books will not have pictures in them. And so you are going to have to think in your head what you think the characters in the story or the people of the story are going to look like. You're going to have to visualize what you think their house looks like, where they are, and what that looks like. So that's a really good tool that we like to use at school all the time, is we like to think in our head and visualize what we think that things will look like. So that's what we're going to do today. So I'm going to show you the cover of my book. My book is called The Dot, and as you can see, it has a big dot on it. Now, last week I talked to you a little bit about what an author is. Now, the author of this story is Peter Reynolds. The author is the person that writes the story. So Peter Reynolds wrote this story of The Dot, okay? So I'm not going to show you the pictures, and we're not going to read the whole book. I'm going to stop at a point and we're going to visualize, okay? So just hang tight. Art class was over, but Vashti sat glued to her chair. Her paper was empty. When I look at this picture, Vashti's like this. She doesn't look very happy. Vashti's teacher leaned over the blank piece of paper. "Ah, polar bear in a snowstorm," she said. "Very funny," said Vashti. "I just can't draw." Her teacher smiled. "Just make a mark and see where it takes you." Vashti grabbed a marker and gave the paper a good strong jab. There. That's where we're going to stop today. I want you to visualize what it looks like for Vashti to have this marker in her hand. I'm going to put a marker in my hand. And when I'm holding it really tight, I've got my fist around it. And I'm going to dab it really hard. Look at what Miss Latham's face looks like when I do that. I'm not smiling. My eyebrows are kind of pointed down. I've got wrinkles in my head, and my hand is like this. I could even have my teeth out if I was really trying hard. And what would that paper look like with that marker? Would it make just a dot? Would it make a huge mark on her paper? What is that going to look like? That is what you're going to draw in your journal today, is you're going to draw what Vashti looked like, putting that big mark on her paper. So when I'm looking at your person, I'm seeing like this. I'm seeing the eyebrows go down. I'm seeing the wrinkles in your forehead. I'm seeing no smile on your face. I'm seeing my hand in a fist with a marker in it making that dot. And on her paper, I'm seeing maybe the marker that had bled all over the paper and making a huge mess. Now, I want you to write me one thing about your picture, okay? So it could say, Vashti was mean. It could say, she was not happy. It could say, she made a mess. I want you to write us something about what your drawing looks like, okay? Now, don't forget to upload that into your Google Slides so your teacher can see it. If for some reason you have an issue with that, you know that you can always send a picture on Dojo for us to see. Now, tomorrow when we do our writing, I'm going to read you the story because we're going to be writing some different things about the dot. I'll see you again tomorrow. Happy Monday.